Hare Krishna everyone, we're continuing to read the Teachings of Lord Kapila, the book by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, chapter 17. Continuing. Thus everyone is a servant. No one can actually claim to be master. If we simply take shelter of Krishna, we do not have to offer sacrifices to various demigods. If we water the root of a tree, we do not have to water the branches, twigs, flowers, or fruits. If we supply food to the stomach, we do not have to feed the eyes, hands, and legs separately. Similarly, if we worship Krishna, the source of everything, no other worship is necessary. Large amounts of wealth are necessary to perform sacrifices. In former ages, tons of food were offered in a fire as a sacrifice, but this is not possible in this age. Therefore, Sankirtana Yagya, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, is recommended. Anyone can chant Hare Krishna. There is no need for instruments, although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduced the mridanga, drum, and kartals, cymbals. Otherwise, clapping in itself is sufficient. Anyone can sit down with his family, clap hands, and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Sankirtana is very easy to perform. In the evening, people go to restaurants and cinemas and waste time and money at clubs and dances. They're not aware of the fearful situation of birth, old age, disease, and death. People are carried away by the waves of material nature, and they have submitted to its laws. We should not waste our time in this valuable human form, but should begin to solve our problems. Eventually, everything on this earth will be annihilated. At present, 3/4 of this earth is covered with water. In the beginning, the entire earth was covered with water, but gradually the water is drying up and more land is emerging. Since the land has emerged, we have calculated that this is the Asian continent. This is North America, South America, Africa, and so on. Eventually there will be no water but only land, and this means that there will ultimately be destruction. Since there will be no water, the heat will be scorching, and eventually the earth will be burned to ashes. Then again there will be rainfall, and everything will be mixed up again. And again there will be destruction. In this way things come into existence and are dissolved. Similarly, this body comes into existence, takes a nice form, and then is finally finished forever. We will then have to get another body. The body is like a bubble. It is present for one moment, then it bursts and is gone forever. We simply take on one bubble after another, one body after another, and we think that we will become happy in this way because we are so foolish. Krishna comes as a person like us But we are such rascals that we think he is simply a man, and this is our misfortune. If we just surrender unto Krishna, we will no longer be subjected to the karma of different bodies. Even if we attempt to render some devotional service to him and fall down, we lose nothing and gain everything. A human life is guaranteed in our next birth. It is therefore to our benefit to accept Krishna. Chapter 18. Devotional Service, the Final Perfection. Text 43. Jnana Vairagya Yuktena Bhakti Yogena Yogina Kshemaya Padamulam Me Pravishantyakuto Bhayam. Translation. The yogis, equipped with transcendental knowledge and renunciation, and engaged in devotional service for their eternal benefit, take shelter at my lotus feet, and since I am the Lord, they are thus eligible to enter into the kingdom of Godhead without fear. Purport. One who wants to be liberated from the entanglement of this material world and go back home, back to Godhead, is actually a mystic yogi. He is actually a mystic yogi. So now we know who is the yogi, actual yogi. The words explicitly used here are Yuktena Bhakti Yogena. Those yogis or mystics who engage in devotional service are first-class yogis. They are described in Bhagavad Gita as constantly thinking of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. These yogis are not without knowledge and renunciation. To become a bhakti yogi means to automatically attain knowledge and renunciation. That is the consequent result of bhakti yoga. In the Bhagavatam 1st canto, 2nd chapter, it is also confirmed that one who engages in devotional service of Vasudeva, Krishna, has complete transcendental knowledge and renunciation. And there is no further explanation for these attainments. Ahaituki, without reason they come. Even if a person is completely illiterate, the transcendental knowledge of the scriptures is revealed unto him because of his devotion. To anyone who has full faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the Spiritual Master, all the import of the Vedic literatures is revealed. One doesn't have to seek separately. The yogis who engage in devotional service are full in knowledge and renunciation. If there is a lack of knowledge and renunciation, it is to be understood that one is not engaged in full devotional service. Wow, that's a very strong statement actually. Jai Jai Jai. The conclusion is that one cannot be sure of entrance into the spiritual realm in either the impersonal Brahmajyotir effulgence of the Lord or the Vaikuntha planets within that Brahman effulgence, unless he is surrendered unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. The surrendered souls are called Akuto Bhaya. They are doubtless and fearless, and their entrance into the spiritual kingdom is guaranteed. Devotional service is most important because there is danger in every step in this material world. At any moment, our life can be finished. We may be walking along very nicely, but at some moment we may slip and break our neck. Therefore, this planet is called Martya Loka, the planet of death, the place where death is a certainty. Regardless of how strong or healthy one may be, one cannot avoid death. One may exercise on the beach daily, but one may die at any moment. There is no guarantee. Everyone wants health and security, but actually there is no security. Actually, there is no security. There is simply a struggle for existence. People are struggling for security, but in reality, this is all foolishness. People are always fearful because they have forgotten or rejected Krishna. We have forgotten we have to stop here for today, so see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.